Hi, my name is Ritesh Ghosh and I am a street photographer from Kolkata. As far as street photography is concerned, SPI or Street Photography India is a huge platform which brings to us the wonderful work and creations of numerous photographers. And when they contacted me about this storyteller video series, I was really very excited. So I would like to thank the entire team of Street Photography India for having me on board for this interview session. What do I admire most about street photography? Well, if anyone asks me this, I would definitely want to say that the fact that I am able to go out of my house into the outside world, which is really very beautiful, meet new people, interact with them, and come to know of their stories and the way they lead their lives is something which I really admire about street photography. Apart from this, I would also like to add that street photography is something which is very challenging as far as this particular genre of photography is concerned. It consists of that element of surprise, like you are not sure as to what is going to happen next. So, that particular thing about street photography, which keeps me on my toes, is what really attracts me to it. Well, my source of inspiration to go out there on the streets and shoot regularly has to be photography itself. The entire art form has always enthralled me, and it really happened to me at a point of time when I was really going through a very bad phase. I would rather like to put it this way, that photography was something which chose me rather than the other way around. So yes, apart from this, I try to keep myself self motivated each and every day to go out there into the beautiful world and capture the stories which are there waiting for me to explore them. So, as I have already told you guys in the beginning, that photography as an art form was something which chose me rather than the other way around. And now I'm going to briefly elaborate how I came into becoming a photographer. Well, I completed my management way back in the year 2007, and then I was pursuing a regular corporate job as a banker for 8 years. Finally, I got a chance of moving abroad. So I quit my job here in India and took up this job in the Middle East. Went there and worked for about an entire year. And during my visit to India on my annual vacation, I happened to be out shooting on the streets of Kolkata one fine morning when unfortunately I met with this road accident dislocating my left knee. The entire situation was really very bad, and I required around 3 to 4 months of complete bed rest and recuperation. And in the meantime, I was also diagnosed with a problem with my cervix. It was spondylitis, and that too took almost 8 months for me to recover. So, as life would have it, I did not get a chance to join back my corporate service life back in the Middle East. And during my recovery period here in Kolkata, while I was recuperating, I used to go out and regularly shoot on the streets, and somehow that kind of acted as a healing process inside me, and slowly, my attachment or affection, you can say, towards this particular genre of art, which is photography, street photography in particular, started to grow on me day by day, and it used to give me peace of mind. And I used to feel better, whenever I used to go out, step out onto the streets, even if it was for a little time, like maybe for half an hour each day. It used to give me that peace of mind and happiness from inside. So yeah, slowly that grew on me, and I finally decided to take it up as a full-time profession, and there's been no looking back since then. Street photography frequently requires me to capture moments and stories wherein I have to be very candid myself in order to be able to capture the candid moments of my subjects or the human elements which are there in my frame. Quite often, this becomes a little challenging task because it is the normal tendency of people to be a little inhibitive and to be a little protective when they see someone walking up to them with a camera in their hands. So I myself, as a photographer, have been through a lot of situations where I have to face such kind of resistance from my subjects on the streets. Uh, Tackling such situations, I would say, is pretty simple. You just need to be very patient when you're out there on the streets with the people, especially. So I would say that whenever you are at a particular location and you want to capture that particular candid moment, you need to wait there for an uncomfortably long amount of time if required, till the time the people get used to your presence around them. Huh? And after that, you go around talking to the people a little bit, getting to know about them, what they do, what about their lifestyles, and then in between those chit chat sessions, you start taking those candid moments. So I would say that it's fairly simple, and if you see that the resistance from the subject in front of you is too strong, wait there for some more time, smile at them, and do not try and take unnecessary pictures forcefully, and generally walk away from there and look for newer subjects. Well, as a street photographer from Kolkata, I would definitely like to say that I love shooting the streets and lanes of North Kolkata, particularly because of the fact that they still retain that aesthetic charm of old Calcutta. The colors, the textures, the people of there are a bit more friendlier when you're like interacting with them when you go out to shoot. And one particular place I would like to mention here, which I keep going on repeatedly, is and has to be the Potter's Alley, or Kumatuli as it is called. That is a particular place which has never disappointed me actually, for the fact that whenever I have been there, I have always come up with something new, and the fact that the place is very limited. It gives you an access to limited space, with the narrow alleys and the workshops with the idols there. You have to be really very careful. At the same time, you have to keep yourself really very alert when you're out there doing street photography, and coming out with newer frames each and every time is kind of a personal challenge which I like to throw at myself every single time I have visited that particular place. And till date, Kumatuli has not disappointed me, because whenever I have been there, I have always, by God's grace, come out with some new frames or the other. So yes, it has to be Kumatuli for me. Street photography, I would say, is something which has a soul to it, for the very reason that you're interacting with human elements. You're going out there into the outside world, trying to capture the daily activities of people around you. And what basically sets street photography apart from other genres like architecture or maybe documentary photography, or for that matter of fact maybe wedding photography, is the fact that street photography has that element of surprise included in it. What I mean to basically say is that whenever you're out there on the streets, there is nothing pre-planned as such. When you're walking from one lane into the other, you don't know what surprise that particular lane might throw at you. So it is something which really excites me as a photographer, keeps me alert on my toes, and it enables me to keep my eyes open and keep my mind alert as to the happenings and occurrences that are going on around me, so that I do not miss that particular moment, which tells that story or that narrative to my viewers. Well, going back in time, if I were to advise something to my amateur self as a photographer, I would definitely ask myself to have started photographing a bit earlier in life. You know, for those of you who don't know, I came into photography quite late. I was actually previously working in the corporate as a banker for around 8 9 years, and after having worked as a banker for that much amount of time, I suddenly decided to make this radical switch to pursue my passion and love for photography. So yes, my piece of advice to my amateur self would have definitely been to start a little more earlier, because had I started at the age of maybe 20 22 years old, I would have got that much amount of extra time to learn and develop myself as a better photographer than what I am right now. So yes, that would be my piece of advice to myself. Well, if you ask me about post processing or editing, I would say that street photography is a particular genre wherein post processing or editing actually does not take up that importance as far as I am concerned personally. But yes, that does not mean that I do not edit my photos. I do edit them, but my primary objective or my primary target is to compose my image by understanding the availability of light, the positioning of my subjects in camera itself, so that I have to do minimal editing thereafter. You know, for those of you who don't know, I mostly edit on my smartphone itself using two software applications, the Lightroom, and secondly it's the Snapseed, with minor tweaks of contrast, maybe shadows and highlights, and color saturation if required. But as far as my experience using Fujifilm cameras is concerned, most of the particular films presets which it has inbuilt allows me to compose and capture near perfect images in camera itself. Thereby, I'm not actually into too much of post processing or editing. I mostly apply a very simple technique when I'm out there on the streets doing street photography. That is to keep a very low profile and a smile on my face, because even in the worst of situations, when I'm facing a kind of resistance maybe from my subjects in front of me, if I am smiling at them and trying to communicate to them, keeping a low profile and a polite attitude, that solves a lot of things and a lot of problems while being there on the streets. So yes, as far as the camera technicalities are concerned, I keep everything on manual mode and tweak my settings as and when required. So yes, I would say that keeping a low profile and a smile on your face will do the wonders for you when you're out into the streets. Well, as far as street photography is concerned, I would personally say that there is nothing called the perfect shot, you know. But two of my photographs, if I had to choose from among my many personal favorites, which come very close to this criteria, would be as follows. In this particular first image, you can see a skateboarder in action with rays of sunlight falling as beams from above. This particular shot had to be composed using a wide angle lens. I had to lie really low on the ground, focusing up on the skateboarder himself, who had to give me numerous shots before I could freeze that near perfect frame with the particular ambience and lighting. So yes, this is one image which is really close to me. The second image which I would like to talk about here is this particular image which was taken under the broken flyover segment at Girish Park in Kolkata. The time was morning around 8:30. The sun was just up, and beams of sunlight could be seen dropping in through the broken gaps on top of the flyover area. I was trying to focus my camera on the street, trying to capture an illuminated yellow iconic cab of Kolkata, when suddenly this person walks into my frame with a part of his face being exposed under that particular beam of light, and the rest of his body was still in the shadows. And it was at that particular moment that I happened to click the shutter of my camera, creating this particular image. So yes, this particular image, in terms of composition, handling of light, and the subjects that are there in my frame, makes it really special as an image to me. Well, one important lesson which street photography has taught me over the period of time is that there is beauty which underlies the simplest of things that is there around us. You know, if I were to explain it a bit more elaborately, whenever we go out into the streets, walk into any alleys, we see a lot of things and lot of events happening around us, which in the normal course of our daily lives we would have not waited to see or understand. But as a street photographer, it is these little moments of joy or happiness which we capture through our cameras, and once we present it to our viewers, we actually realize how beautiful these minor occurrences or minor events that are happening around us are. So yes, I would say that even the simplest of things, simplest of events which is happening around us, there is an underlying beauty in them. And as street photographers, it is our responsibility to capture these beautiful moments or events and tell it to our viewers in the form of a story. Well, striking a balance between photography and my personal life hasn't been very easy, I would say, but I'm really blessed and lucky to have very understanding parents who have supported me from the time I have taken this decision of pursuing photography as my full-time career. Things have not been very smooth since I started pursuing this particular art form, because it requires a lot of formal training and practice. And I started off photographing at the age of 33 or 34 maybe, when other people are at the prime of life and are maybe well settled in life. So moving into photography from the corporate life was a kind of a radical decision for me. But yes, I would like to thank my parents for being supportive and understanding my requirement at that particular point of time, and they have been standing behind me ever since, which has given me a lot of courage, you know, to carry on with this decision of mine. And as I say that photography is something which has chosen me rather than me choosing it. So since then there has been no looking back, and I just hope that I can continue the work that I have been doing with full dedication and passion. And yes, somewhere down the line I would definitely expect myself to create a mark for myself as a photographer.